All right. Hi everyone, welcome to your little mini intro challenge to correct engagement and how to utilize that with core engagement, with daily life, and with engaging your core muscles correctly. So I'm going to run through the blueberry method or the blueberry tutorial, some 360 breathing, and then we're going to practice that together. And then the next coming week, or just over a week, is going to be practicing what you learn like through your engagement and through your breathing in different exercises. So it's really important to me that you learn how to do this with ease and that it becomes a natural part of your life so that you get more out of all of the exercises moving forwards inside of on demand. Because when you understand how to use this inside of all these individual exercises, then when you go and do an on-demand workout, you're already going to know how to then use it inside of any workout that you do with me. Okay, so then you're going to become more efficient, and technique helps you become more efficient, which is awesome. So the first thing is understanding what 360 breathing is. And 360 breathing is not deep breathing is not belly breathing. When we belly breathe and our tummy is constantly expanding like so, then we are overstretching the fascia of our tummy, and then it decreases resting tone. So we want to learn how to deep breathe efficiently, which is using our diaphragm and learning how to use our rib cage, because our rib cage was made to expand. And so if you think of an umbrella, it expands in all sides, okay? And that's how we want our rib cage to expand, is front, back, and sides together. And so when we take an inhale, it's like an umbrella opening in all directions, and then as we exhale, it comes back. As we inhale, it expands while the diaphragm goes down, and then the diaphragm lifts back up as we exhale to bring it back together. Okay, so diaphragmatic breathing alongside umbrella breathing. So if you put your hands on the side of your bra line or the side of your shirt, and what you want to do is take a deep inhale and press into your hands. How does it feel? You might find that not much happens, you might find that a lot happens, it might feel stiff, but the aim of the game here is just to have awareness of what is going on. Can you inhale into the side? Now, we are going to practice this in all different directions over the coming days, but if you put a hand on the side and then one hand on your back, can you inhale into the back and the sides together? So you might feel, or you should feel, a little bit of pressure going into the side of your bra and also into your hand along your back. Again, inhale wide and back. One more. Okay, so we are going to practice that on our backs in a minute, which it will feel really different when you're on your back as well. And the next part is adding in our blueberry. So if you haven't yet learnt your blueberry with me, it's really cool because it's just a different way that I like to talk about your pelvic floor and the way that we want it to function. So if you think about picking something up and putting something down, that's what we want to think of when we're using our pelvic floor. So it's like a lift and then a lengthen, an engagement and then a lengthening. So imagine that here is the floor, you've got a blueberry and these are your lady bits, and all you're going to do is pick up the blueberry gently. So this is the lifting part on the exhale. So an exhale is when we lift the blueberry. Then on the inhale is when we put the blueberry back down and we just lengthen. So it's not like we're just dropping and everything is just being completely relaxed. We are lengthening, lengthening, lengthening to put the blueberry back down. Does that make sense? So exhale to pick up and draw, like gently squeeze and lift the blueberry on the exhale. And then the inhale is to slowly lengthen and put it back down. Exhaling to squeeze and lift the blueberry up. And then inhale to slowly lengthen and put it back down. Okay, so if you need to pause the video and just close your eyes and go through that a little bit, that's fine. We're going to put it together in a moment on our backs, and then you're going to be able to put that together with the breathing. Okay, if it gets a little bit too confusing, maybe do this once over with the breathing, just inhale blueberry, release, exhale, blueberry lift, and just go through that motion a couple of times before you add in the diaphragmatic breathing, the umbrella breathing with the blueberry. Okay? So if you are up for doing it all together with me now, come onto your back, feet flat on the floor. If you have a wall, then I would encourage you to pop your feet up on the wall at 90 degrees. Okay, and if you don't, that's okay. You can just have your feet flat on the floor. Now, for more tactile support from yourself, you might like to have your hands on the side of your ribs so you can feel what's happening here. If you have an anterior tilt, you might like to pop like a small rolled up towel under the gap from your mid upper back so that you have feedback of something to press on when you're inhaling. Otherwise, you can just stay as you are. All right, so let's just bring our awareness to the umbrella breathing. So when we inhale, we want to think sides of the ribs and then back into the floor and then slightly up of the chest. Okay, so inhale wide and back and down. So as you can see, my tummy doesn't really lift that much, but I do feel a little bit of pressure from my back pressing into the mat, just a touch. So my ribs go wide and then my back slightly presses down into the mat. Okay, so inhale, wide. Exhale. Inhale, wide and back into the floor. Exhale. Inhale, wide and back. Now I've been practicing this every day and it's taken me probably, I don't know, 3 or so weeks to really actually get this right. So don't be hard on yourself. If it takes a while, this could take months. Like this could take 4 to 6 months even, if you're very tight in certain places or if you're learning more about body awareness. Okay, so just be kind to yourself. The more you practice, the more opportunity you have to learn about yourself. Okay, so the next part is to just cross your hands over your chest and pop them on the sides of your waist, and we're going to feel our ribs expanding with our hands there. So as you inhale, let's feel the rib cage really expand into the hands and feel your mid-back gently pressing into the floor. And then when you exhale, it all just relaxes. Inhale, back and sides of the ribs. Exhale, relax. Can you feel that difference when you have your hands there? Exhale, relax. Okay, I do have some extra exercises for you if you find that you don't feel anything happening with pressing into the floor. So you'll see them in the coming days for some extra exercises to help you with the expansion of your back. That will come, don't worry. Same with the sides. If you're finding that it's really stiff into the sides, that will also come. So now we're going to add in our blueberry. So our blueberry lift is always on an exhale, and the release or the lengthen is always on the inhale. Oh wait, did I just say inhale twice? Exhale is lift, inhale is release. All right, so if you want to have your hands on your sides, you can. Otherwise, you don't have to. And we're going to inhale first. So inhale wide so about 20 to 30% is going into the pelvic floor. So a 2 or 3 out of 10 is into the pelvic floor. The rest is going into the rib cage. And then exhale, picking up the blueberry. Inhaling, release as you open up the rib cage. Exhale, picking it back up. Now, if you want to put your hand on your mid-lower tummy and just notice what happens on your exhales, then that will give you some more awareness as well. So inhale as we release and open through the ribs. Exhale, picking up the blueberry. So what did you notice that you felt? Just keep on feeling. Inhale wide as we release the blueberry. Exhale, picking up the blueberry. Again, inhale wide as we release. Exhale, picking it back up. Awesome, and relax. So, what do you notice happens to your tummy when you exhale out all the air and pick up your blueberry? I notice that my tummy feels like my tummy is sinking down lower and lower as I'm letting out all the air as my blueberry is being picked up. So I feel like my lower tummy is actually connecting more, so my muscles are connecting more. And that is exactly how our lower abs, our transverse, works. So our TA, our transverse, is actually a sheath that is from top to bottom all the way around. So we have mid, upper and lower. But the way that we can get our muscles to work is by using our breath, using our pelvic floor, and then engaging the muscle with that. Okay, so this is why that we have to do it in these different sequences, so that our mind-muscle connection starts to come slowly, and that we are teaching our body the basic ways. Okay, so on the next video, I'm going to show you how to engage your deep core muscles with your pelvic floor.